Every time I walk into Magic Kingdom, there's a moment I try very hard not to rush past. Before the crowds fill in, before the music swells, before Main Street becomes a blur of strollers and balloons, I stop. I look up. Because high above Main Street, quietly watching over us, are names you'll never see on an attraction marquee. But without them, the Disney parks as we know them simply wouldn't exist. Today we're slowing down on Main Street, U.S.A. and focusing on 6 names on the windows over the Emporium near the Barber Shop. 6 people whose legacies are literally written into the heart of the Magic Kingdom. If you love Disney history, if you enjoy the deep lore, the why behind the magic, and if you've ever wondered who these windows are really honoring, then this episode is for you. Each of these windows represents a real person, a real contribution, and a lasting impact on Disney storytelling, music, and park experiences. So let's take a stroll together and look at a few windows. B. Jackman on the Main Street USA band uniforms window at Disney World honors Bob Jackman, a key Disney music department manager since 1955, who co-wrote tunes like the Swiss Polka heard in the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, and even voiced Goofy in some 1950s cartoons. Bob was instrumental in Disney's music, managing the department and contributing to various projects including music for attractions and films. He's recognized alongside other Disney legends like Buddy Baker and George Bruns in these iconic tribute windows, celebrating their significant contribution to Disney's music and park history. Interesting facts: he joined Disney in 1942, starting his career in accounting, and he specialized in writing cues, which are small snippets of music that were adapted from longer selections and acted as lead-ins or exits from scenes. If you're one of those people that can name that Disney movie after just hearing a few seconds of music, there's a good chance George Bruns had something to do with it. George Bruns was personally hired in 1953 by Walt Disney to score the animated feature Sleeping Beauty, and was one of the studio's most prolific film composers during Disney's golden age. Bruns was inducted as a Disney legend in 2001 for his significant musical contributions to Disney films and theme parks. Interesting facts: D23 documents Walt asked the newly hired composer and conductor to make up a little something for a 3-part television series that was later edited into the hit feature Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. Soon George's catchy The Ballad of Davy Crockett was on the lips of young and old alike. The down-home ditty soared to the top of the hit parade for 6 months and sold more than 8 million records. He also received 4 Academy Award nominations for Disney films, in 1960 for Sleeping Beauty, in 1962 for Babes in Toyland, in 1964 for The Sword and the Stone, and 1974 for the song Love from Robin Hood. He won an Oscar in 1974 for Love with co-writer Floyd Huddleston. Buddy Baker's connection to Walt Disney came through music that moved with you, literally. Baker was one of Disney's prolific music men that composed more than 200 scores. He was brought on board to Disney in 1954 by George Bruns to help with the Davy Crockett series. He is responsible for scoring some of the most iconic attraction soundtracks ever, including great moments with Mr. Lincoln and the Haunted Mansion's grim grinning ghost with fellow legend Ex Estesio. Interesting facts: as music director for Epcot Center, Buddy supervised and composed music for the Future World Pavilions and World Showcase. And Buddy scored the live-action movie Napoleon and Samantha, which garnered the studio an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Dramatic Score in 1973. Ron Logan was responsible for revolutionizing live entertainment for the Walt Disney Company. While not directly working under Walt himself, Logan carried forward Walt's philosophy of quality and emotional connection. In 1978, Ron moved from California to Florida to be Walt Disney World's music director. He moved back and forth between Florida and California for different positions between 1980 and 1987. His last role at Disney was Executive Vice President, Executive Producer for Walt Disney Entertainment, responsible for creating, casting, and producing all live entertainment products for the Walt Disney Company. Interesting facts: he provided all live entertainment shows for Disney parks worldwide, as well as 5 Super Bowl halftime shows, and he was named Disney Legend in 2007. After Ron retired, Marty Sklar honored him with his window on Main Street, USA, with words reading, "Ron Logan, leading the band into the new century." Lonnie Lindley had an interesting start with Disney after graduating high school by selling guidebooks at Disneyland main entrance. Lonnie joined Disney's parts warehouse crew in 1963. He then moved over as a painter trainee and apprentice, where he met Walt. It is stated that over the next few years they got to know each other, and because of Lonnie's vision, attention to detail, and keen eye for color, Walt put more projects in Lonnie's hands. Lonnie transferred to Florida in 1970 to join the Magic Kingdom construction team. Interesting fact: his window states he has the world's largest collection of color samples. Ed Bullard's career at Disney is a bit of a mystery. In research I found, he was born Edwin Bullard in Memphis, Tennessee in 1904. He was a retired U.S. Marine Corps First Sergeant. In 1971, he moved from California to Orlando and was a significant figure in the Walt Disney World's early security. He died in September 1978. I could find very little else about him, but his window states, "We never sleep," which represents the integration of military discipline and expertise into Disney's developing security operations during its formative years. I recommend the next time you walk down Main Street, before you rush to the castle, before you check your lightning lane, take just a moment to look up, because these windows aren't advertisements, they're thank you notes. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into Disney history, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And even better, I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Which Main Street window should we explore next? If you enjoy finding Disney stories hidden in plain sight, consider subscribing, because there's a lot more magic waiting above eye level. Until next time, keep finding your Disney and making magic wherever you go.